Hey, so today I thought I would go through how I use Monzo Pots to help me sort out my finances on a monthly basis, how I use it to budget my money, make sure that everything's categorized in a way that works for me, and I hope this will be a really helpful video for those of you who either have Monzo and not too sure how to use the pot system, or thinking about signing up with Monzo and kind of want to see what it looks like. I'm going to screen share today, which I think is going to make the whole process a bit easier and give you a real good insight. But I've had Monzo Pots for years now, and it really revolutionized my finances when I started it. I couldn't believe it. I was like, this just makes so much sense. I can't believe all banks don't do this. But it stepped up a notch last year when my husband and I opened up a Monzo joint account and realized that we are actually able to have joint Monzo Pots. That was an absolute game changer, even more so because up until that point, he had some pots in his Monzo account and I had some pots in my Monzo account, but now we have joint pots. I'll go through and show you what it looks like, but seriously, if you're looking for a way to budget with your partner, then this is it. If you're looking to sign up and you want to get a bonus, then it's all down below. Okay, so let's start screen recording. So first things first, let's talk about all the different pots. So I have 2 pots in my own current account that are just for me. So I have those 2 pots are the fun money pot and the self-care pot. Fun money, you usually use it to go out to eat or do something with friends, and self-care is more specific to things to look or feel good, I guess. And yeah, I really like to have these pots that are just my way of discretionary spending every month to make sure that I have money specifically for me. Even though we're a household of 4 now, I think it's important that everybody has some money for themselves. Obviously the kids, that's not relevant right now, but we do have money set aside for them, which I'll show you in a minute. So in our joint current account, we have 15 savings pots. So the cool thing about these savings pots is that they all are interest accruing. So they earn interest every single day, and it shows you basically what you earn at the end of every single month. They'll pay you out the interest and just add it to your balance. And yeah, it's pretty simple. When I first opened these pots, they were like closer to 5% interest rate, but this has obviously gone down in recent months, in recent weeks. So now they sit around like that 3.45%. I think all of them now are around that roughly. So what I'm going to do is go through each pot. I've got my budget spreadsheet on my laptop, and I will top up each pot according to what we've designated every month towards specific things. So fuel is the first one that we top up by £100 a month. So I will add that now. And as I'm adding money to each of these pots, my husband at work right now, for instance, is going to see that these pots are being topped up. So we both have access to it. We both can see it at all times. It's a pretty cool way to do your finances. Christmas, yeah, we add £60 a month. It really helps to make sure that when it comes to Christmas, there is money there and available. So it's not like, oh, Christmas has come, where are we going to find an extra £600-700 that we need for Christmas festivities? It's already there because you've saved up throughout the year. This is a big one for me, actually, game changer. Just to give you an example of the interest situation, so it will tell you what you've earned from the 1st of the month until where you are today. So from the 1st of July until today, we've earned 91p on this pot. And then it will tell you the total interest that you've been paid for the whole time since you've had these pots open. As I said, we opened these pots last year because we switched to the joint pots, but we did have pots before that. But when we started the joint pots up until now, the interest earned is £12. It's not like a crazy amount of money, but it's better than receiving nothing. So yeah, that's the Christmas pot topped up. Car insurance, and what I do, just if you're looking to do something similar, is as I top them up, I then like highlight them in a different color on the spreadsheet so that I know that it's done essentially and it's been topped up. Otherwise sometimes I forget. So car insurance, we pay for this annually so that it's cheaper, much cheaper to buy a lot of insurances annually as opposed to paying for it monthly. So we put £90 aside a month so that when it comes to that time to renew our car insurance for the year, the money's already there. Clothing, clothing, exactly. There's always something that needs buying, especially for the kids. It's not even so much for my husband and I. Basically, the kids always need something. So we top that up with £50 a month. I also, anytime I sell anything on Vinted, I'll put money into the clothing pot so that we can use it as we need to. Okay, next is home improvements. This, I won't be adding anything to it. We had this pot when we were doing lots of different things in our home and we were saving towards that. We're kind of out of that season now. We've done a lot or the vast majority of things that we want to do. So we're no longer topping up this pot, but this is just what's left. So now I guess it's just miscellaneous things that we would buy out of this pot. If we need to top it up again, then we will. But for now, that will just kind of stay as it is. A cleaner also, we have a pot for this, but I won't be topping that up for now until basically we find a new cleaner. So that will just stay as it is. Takeaway, we've got, what am I putting away for this month? £60 is what I'm putting away for takeaway. One thing to say about this is because they're interest earning pots, you have to have a minimum of £10 left in these pots, otherwise it basically deletes the pot or you'd have to delete the pot. So £10 has to stay in it. £10 has to stay in the pots at all times. So you can never like zero it out. Home insurance is £25 a month. Again, this is so that we can pay for it yearly because it's cheaper than having to pay for it monthly. Gifts, we add £50 per month. That pot goes every single month. I don't even know how, but it seems to go every single month. So as you saw, there was just £10 left. We've topped it up with another 50 and it probably will go this month. For children, we are putting in £100 a month. This also can go quite quickly. We use this for like kiddie days out, use it for like classes or soft plays, you know, just random things like that that cost you every single month. Octopus pot. So we are with Octopus Energy because we're in the summer months and our usage is a lot lower than what we pay per month. We have a surplus every single month basically left in the account, not earning interest. So instead, we basically put the money into this pot so it can earn a little bit of interest, even if it's not much. But also I think it's nice to have access to your own money. So instead of keeping it in Octopus for them to say they went bust one day and then we had to go through like a process to get the money out that we had left in there. I don't want to have to deal with that. Instead, I just withdraw the money and keep it in this pot. And then in the winter months, when our gas and electric go up, then we can withdraw money from this pot to kind of top up our monthly payment. Holiday spending is not to actually pay for holidays. It's our spending pot while we're on holiday. We've done this for the first time when we went on holiday earlier this year. Monzo I've used for years when I travel because the exchange rate is good and you can instantly see the conversion between pounds and whatever other currency. And yeah, I will always use Monzo when I'm abroad. But it was the first time we used it on a joint account and we could both see it. And I was like, this is a game changer. Emergency savings, this is where we've chosen to keep our emergency savings. So this for us needs to be around 3 months worth of our expenses. So it needs to be actually a bit higher than this. I am currently on maternity leave and so we've used a bit of it. We may have to use a bit more before I get back to being paid. And then when I do get back to being paid, that needs to be topped up to around £10,000 in order to cover 3 months worth of expenses. And then once that's topped up, we don't then like add lots of extra money to that, because once that's kind of filled as an emergency fund, we can then put it towards other savings or we can put it towards investments, etc. So once the emergency fund is filled, we just kind of leave it alone. But that's where it's at right now. And then MOT and service, this we add £30 a month, just so we've got a bit of cash there when we either need to do the MOT or servicing one of our cards. The other thing that I should say though is when you are trying to spend from these accounts, unless you're paying for a premium account, which we don't have, we have the free account. When you withdraw the money, you can't access it until the next day. So it will hit your actual current account where you can spend it the next day. So there's one of two ways you can do this. So for us, we will literally either use our other cards and then we'll withdraw from these pots and then top up the money on our other cards once the money comes through, or we leave a bit of a buffer in our Monzo current accounts and then kind of withdraw from the pots to top it back up. You just have to get used to that system that, okay, the money doesn't come immediately, it will come the next day, and you kind of have to just be a bit diligent, I guess, to make sure that you top up whatever you need to top up again after you've used it. So I actually accidentally moved too much into the joint account, so I need to move some back to my personal account. So that's what I'm doing now. Okay, so I will add £250 to my fund money, and these, by the way, aren't interest earning pots. So the pots that I have here don't earn any interest at all. As you can see, there's an option to pay directly from pot, but you'd have to upgrade. So let's have a look. Upgrade to extra perks or max. Spend a little, get a whole lot back when you upgrade your Monzo account, starting from £3 a month. That's actually not too bad. So the top plan is 3.75% on instant access savings. Okay. I mean, I may take a look at this. I haven't so far. I just kind of used the free account. But as you can see, there is options to pay directly from the pots. I may give it a try. If someone's interested to know how it works, I may do it. But for now, I've put £250 in my fun money pot for this month. And then for self-care, I will add £70 for this. And then that's it. Literally, all the pots filled just like that. So yeah, that is literally the process that I take every single month. It's really easy. Once you get into the swing of it, you kind of know. The numbers that I use varies every single month. Like sometimes, you know, it may be a month where the fund money needs to be a bit less because there's less of an income, or it can be a bit more because there's more of an income. It doesn't have to be the same every month. You obviously change it to your personal finances and your personal circumstances, but this has worked so well for us. I think it's a great little system, and yeah, let me know if anyone else budgets like this. If you think it's a little meticulous, also interested to hear. But yeah, don't yuck my yum, because this does work. If there's any questions you have that I haven't covered in this video that you think would be helpful to you, then let me know, write them down below. And yeah, the plan is to try and do these once a month. So just kind of show you the process every month, because it will fluctuate. But if you found this helpful, if you are new here and you like personal finance content, then feel free to subscribe. And yeah, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and see you soon.